Jane has posted a question, so I'm going to answer Jane.
Okay.
Jane, yes, you can choose whatever curriculum. The state of Michigan does not have rules about which curriculum you choose or which way it works. They don't have any of
Can
those
you
rules.
hear me?
It's like it comes down to reading, teach them reading, teach them how to write, teach them math. Oh, and teach them Michigan history in 3rd grade. Like that's like the only requirement.
Yeah, that's it.
I teach the class, so
That's a good class.
I've got the book. I've got the perfect Charlotte Mason book for it, Kelly.
the Michigan
Yeah, the Hello Michigan.
right. I worked really hard last year on putting I actually did a Michigan history class, so I went through, the Hopewell Indians to, almost modern day. So mine was very, very thorough. Most people, you don't have to be that thorough. It's like 3 pages.
Yes, Jane, it's pretty much, yeah, exactly. You can just like you did, I'm sure for pre-K, you just found different fun activities and worksheets and did different things, and it can be the same way. Just however you choose to have your homeschool look, it can be as structured or as unstructured as you want, as long as you're meeting your goals.
Yeah, exactly. And that'll change as your children get older, and you'll know how to move forward. You will learn that by being with them. You will learn when they're ready to keep moving in the direction they're moving, or if they just love a subject and all of a sudden they hate a subject.
Okay.
It's kind of crazy because we school year round, because I prefer to take off days and weeks to how we need to or when we want to. And so we did all about reading. And so I started it, and we went at our own pace, his pace and our pace. We ended like exactly 4 years later. Just by the 4 years of it, we naturally ended exactly 4 years later.
Perfect. That's exactly the way it's supposed to work. It's supposed to be very fluid.
Mm-hmm. Did you question yourself whether you can teach your kids how to walk, how to talk? Did you question yourself how to teach them all the early things?
Jane, if you're just looking for like fun, like sort of work pages, 123homeschoolforme.com has a bunch of just like free pages. What do you call those? Worksheets.
Yeah, worksheets.
Yeah. And so you can go online and get them, and they have all different ages. So if you're feeling low on worksheets, there you go, and they're all free.
And
We can make the go ahead.
Go ahead, Amanda.
Yeah, Teachers Pay Teachers is another, worksheet.
Right. They have some. They have
the one I use.
ones.
Yeah, they have free ones for Teachers Pay Teachers.
Right. Yeah.
I was told actually to put my science on there,
Oh,
and I might do that just for fun.
Yeah. And we can put together with that Google Doc the different curriculums we've used just to give some inspiration of what to Google, and maybe a sentence of what we loved or hated about it.
Mm-hmm.
And then all these different links that we have bookmarked that we go to all the time.
Yeah, I have a
never
list.
buy worksheets for handwriting stuff because you can print up them all for free.
Did Madeline leave?
Yep.
Yeah, she said, thank you for letting me join, and I look forward to learning on more information. We're still unsure, but it's nice to know there's other options and that we're not alone. Thank you for your time. That's cool. And she left her email. Awesome.
I can't even imagine. I'm just so thankful that this didn't disrupt our education or our general home life. Because Sam, I feel for you. I can't imagine, especially at those ages too, even more intimidating.
Yeah.
To go from 0 to 60 like this. It's a huge decision for you.
It is. When COVID happened and the kids went home in March, and they did like these enrichment classes just to keep them engaged.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't anything major, minimal classes. Even that, I'm not gonna lie, it was hard for me to be on them. Did you do it? And you got to do it at this time. Did you turn it in? Because you got to turn it in by tomorrow, while at the same time working from home. And so I'm trying to meet two different schedules at the same time.
While
Actually,
dealing with the
four.
insane mental stress
No,
of
yeah.
a worldwide pandemic.
Mhm.
Actually 4, because each kid had a different schedule where they needed to submit whatever assignment, and then my work schedule. So it was really very overwhelming.
I guess that's what would offer you more flexibility, is that you didn't have to have them on someone else's schedule. If you put them in a homeschool schedule, they're on your schedule. So that,
Right.
like Kelly said before, you could technically start the more intense homeschooling type stuff at 5 at night, because that's what works for your job. Or maybe you have an early riser and the first hour of the morning, they just want you for a little bit of math before you start your work day. That could be more flexible than, like you said, working with 4 teachers' schedues.
Right.
That might be the
And
one.
there are so many curriculums that can teach for you. Like we're using Beast Academy right now, and we read the guidebook together that teaches. It's a little below yours. They have a different one for really, and then they have videos for each lesson that helps go over the stuff. So I only need to be there to help clarify. Like, we do the guidebook together, so I can kind of help make sure he gets the generals, but it goes over so much of it for me.
Yeah, Beast Academy, that's math, and it's a Common Core math.
It's not.
Oh, okay, it's
It's
not.
not a Common Core. It does not follow Common Core at all.
It doesn't.
Well, not at all, but it does not follow Common Core standards. Common Core is a set of teach this then. So some of it is similar. Now the quote new math has nothing to do with Common Core. They switched it over around the same time. It's the way the whole rest of the world learns math. It's the way that all the parents are complaining about, but it's teaching numeracy. It's teaching math as a language.
Right.
So you actually understand how numbers, as opposed to memorizing 2 + 2 = 4, 2 + 2 = 4. It's understanding how things work.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's why, and they do have after Beast too, like art of problem solving. That's the after 5th grade level is art of problem solving.
Yeah, that's one we both really enjoy, because exactly that. They just and there's like this goofy teacher, and he'll dress up like he has 2 different like personalities, and one is like kind of nerdy, and the other one he puts on a hoodie, and he's like, yo, I don't want to do all that work, so I'm gonna do it the easy way. Look, I just do this and this and this. And the other one's like, yes, but you could do it like this, and so it's funny and
it entertains my 9-year-old.
Right, yeah. And
he's doing math. Like, my math has improved so much learning it this way.
Mine too.
Like, he's doing math that I didn't do until I did it with him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's something else that's fun about homeschooling. Not that you need any more schooling, because I know you like just finished another degree. But it is.
Oh yeah.
It is a lot of fun to learn, or learn. Again, like my son just loves Dante loves Rick Riordan, anything that Rick Riordan has written. So I learned, I knew a little bit about the Greek gods, but now I know all about the Greek gods. And then we're learning about the whatchamacallit gods, the Norse god. And then for his birthday, he's getting the Egyptian gods. He doesn't know yet. But, so we're going through all of them because that's what he really likes. So that's what we're doing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I really appreciate, I really do really appreciate all of this information. Makes me feel a little bit more comfortable about it. Homeschooling sounds so intimidating. When you really don't know how it works, it just sounds really intimidating. Like, what? 8 hours a day with my kids at home, and I got to teach?
Not right, but it's absolutely not. And what they do in school is, think about it. There's 30 kids in a classroom. So if they just had one-on-one, there's no way they would spend 8 hours with one person.
Mm-hmm.
How long does it take a group of 3rd graders to go to the bathroom?
Right.
So true. But yes, and it's a good for you to just think about it, Sam, and see where you're at, and yeah, definitely reach out again and ask questions, because when I first started, I never imagined I would be homeschooling either. That was never my plan. And I asked a lot of questions And I was really lucky to have a really amazing group of women and men to ask those questions to make me feel more comfortable. And there's definitely, like we were saying before, at least in this day and age, there's a lot of people you can reach out to. It's surprising how many people homeschool in Michigan. You realize that after a while when you walk into your first homeschool conference and you're like, oh my gosh, all those people homeschool.
And now it's going to be even more.
Mhm.
Agreed.